Hello, welcome back to the Three Lotus Tarot. We have a pick a card for you today, as we do normally do. But today is a reading for singles or for those of you who are looking for love. So I've got my area decked out for you, and I've got a little special something here that we're going to do as we go through your reading that will maybe give you a little bit more hint about the love that might be coming into your life. So let's get this right off the bat started. The reading is this is for singles. Let's take a look at the love that's coming for you. Okay, so we have pile 1, which is the blue crystal cluster. So yes, obviously this is not real crystal. This is a resin made crystal. Pile 2 is the purple crystal cluster. And pile 3 is the green crystal cluster. So take a look at which one is telling you that a long, strong love might be forming for you in your life. I will not be revealing these cards until probably at the end of your specific reading. So today we are going to be using the Tarot of the Golden Wheel for the main reading, as well as the Sacred Self-Care Oracle cards. All right, so let's get to it. I'm so excited because, yeah, I don't usually do love readings, but I've been feeling like I need to do one for some time now. So here it is. Let's take a look at the love that's coming into your life, my singles. Get the timestamps for your piles in the description box below, and I will see you there, guys. Hello, pile 1. You have chosen the blue crystal cluster. I love this blue that's right at the top of the crystal cluster. Like a really dark electric kind of blue. Makes me feel kind of electric. So I'm going to put your crystal right here, as well as your Sacred Self-Care Oracle card, which we'll take a look at the probably the end of your reading. Now I'm going to tap into your spirit guides. Okay, pile 1 spirit guides. Pile 1 spirit guides. Can we know some information about the love opportunity that's coming into pile 1's life? What can we know about the love opportunity that is coming into pile 1's life? Wow. Okay, pile 1. So let's take a look at these many cards that came out. We've got the 9 of Cups. That is an amazing card to start out with. 9 of Cups. And we have got the Hermit. The 7 of Swords. The 6 of Wheels. And the Page of Swords. Aha. All right. Oh, can you see? I might have to shift these heart things. Okay, so I believe that the question, of course, let me get that back out to you. The question is, what can we know about the love that might be coming into pile 1's life? So straight off the bat, this impression that I got, the feeling and emotions that I got from this 9 of Cups for you, pile 1, is that you actually have a pretty solid, happy life that you enjoy, that you are satisfied with, that you feel fulfilled with. Okay, you're having a good time. You're surrounded by things that you like. You're surrounded by experiences and adventures that you like. I believe that you also have maybe like really good friends about you, people who get you quite filled up from an emotional perspective. All right. But sometimes while you are enjoying all these social times, these happy times, you do still feel like you are alone, because I see all the many cups here, right? That people may be like, oh, yay, let's go have a drink somewhere. Let's get a coffee. Let's meet up. Let's do this and that together. And I see that ornate kind of background with plush Arabian carpets, but you still appear alone. So you might have the feeling, while you are enjoying life, while you enjoy your friends around you, and the emotions and feelings that are around you, you still do feel that aloneness. Okay, perhaps some of you don't feel it so keenly. Perhaps you don't feel like I'm lost, or I really need to get somebody in my life. I really want to find a partner. I really want to build a life with somebody. Perhaps you don't feel that so strongly, but you are still aware that part one, you are alone. Currently you don't have somebody who has, that you have pledged your life to, that you have pledged your company to, and vice versa. All right. So while I don't feel you feeling that sense of lack, because sometimes there are people who really really wish to welcome somebody into their lives, right? You might not feel that so keenly, but you still acknowledge and appreciate that you are currently without a partner. You might be choosing this, or this might have been a decision that you made sometime in your past. There may have been some cloudy, grayish experiences that you might have had with some partners, and that may have made you decide to keep to yourself in terms of love and romantic love, right? Is what I'm talking about. So you decide, like, okay, maybe I don't want to let anybody else pull on my heartstrings. I don't really want to open myself up to other people anymore, because it hurts so bad. People can be quite cruel. People can be distrustful. And so you might have decided to keep more to yourself as the hermit. Okay. But perhaps there could have been some trickery in your past, like you found things out, people were not really honest with you. Doesn't necessarily mean that they might have been cheating on you, or it could have been you as well. It could have been you who have cheated, and then you might have come to the realization that if I was so in love with this person, if this was the right person for me, I wouldn't have cheated, right? And then you start questioning yourself, right? You start thinking that maybe there's no such thing as true love, or the one person that's meant for you. So it could have gone either way. You could have been the one who stepped out, or your partner could have been the one who stepped out. Or I just got this, like, you might not even have actually stepped out, but there might have been a temptation to. You thought about it. And that, like, that gave you a eureka moment as well. Like, this must not be the right one person, because the fact that I contemplated and considered stepping out. Okay, so that's what's brought you to where you are today. Okay, so something in your past. That's why we see the Six of Wheels here, the Six of Pentacles. This started in your past, this feeling, this guardedness. So while you people see you as like somebody who's really sociable, somebody who knows how to go out and enjoy themselves, yourself, herself, himself, right? But they can't figure out, like, why is Pal One alone? Why does Pal One not seem to invite anybody into their life, and vice versa? Because sometimes when you are not in a state of mind to accept somebody in your life, you subconsciously put up a barrier and you subconsciously push people away even when they try to get closer to you. So then it leaves other people, your friends, your family, wondering like, you've got it all, you're so sociable, you go out all the time, you enjoy yourself, you're a fun person, you're a social person. Why is it that it's been so hard for part one to find somebody to share their life with? And what they don't understand is that what has happened in the past has brought you to this situation now where you are like, I don't know if I really need somebody, if I really want to find somebody. But on the other hand, you also do realize that, hey, sometimes you get that feeling of I am alone. Sometimes you get that feeling of I am lonely. All right. So now maybe the time that I see you, perhaps Pawan picking up the sword and wanting to go out into the fray and start a relationship with somebody. Try to explore something new with somebody. So that's a great sign, because if you're here for this reading, I think you've already taken that first step, Pawan. That first step towards thinking, is there a different opportunity out there? Is there a better opportunity out there? Or even if it's not better, it is something that you are thinking that you might want to explore. Yeah. So in the like, you see this winter scene here, right? So you have been alone, you have been holding strong to yourself, doing your things yourself. You're very self-reliant, self-sufficient. In fact, you can be quite proud of the fact that I can do by myself, I don't need somebody else. But there's a little tingle now, perhaps. Maybe as you grow older, or maybe as you come into different situations in your life, or you see everybody else around you really getting on with that life's adventure, that particular adventure that they want to choose to go on, and you're thinking, I wonder. That is where you are now. I wonder. So that's why I say that this is a great first step for you, because now that you're here, you could check out what is possible for you on the horizon. So let's know a little bit about the love that's coming for Pile 1. Who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this love that's coming for Pile 1? Can we know more about this person? This love that's coming for Pile 1? Can we please know? Okay, that's way too many cards. So I'm going to put all of these back. Can we know, please, about the love that's coming into Pile 1's life? The Three of Swords. Okay. Can we know more about the love that's coming into Pile 1's life? We also have the King of Cups. One more card, please, about the love, thank you, that's coming into Pile 1's life. You also have, the Three of Wands. Three of Swords, King of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So I believe that this person who's coming into your life now, who could be your next big love, is somebody who is probably enduring or just undergone some heartbreak. It could be too that they were in a situation where there was infidelity or there was dishonesty, which then connects them to you, and it makes the two of you really able to understand each other, really able to relate. You might be helping them through something. or you might be the only one who understands what they're going through, the pain, the confusion, the disgust, the all these difficult emotions that one usually goes through when a breakup of this sort happens. So they are in this state now, or that's when they're going to come into your life. Okay, I just heard that you might be in counseling, and you might be counseling this person. So the love that's coming into your life very potentially might be somebody who's undergoing this distress in their life right now, and they're lost, they're confused, they're hurt, they're angry, they're wary. It might not be the easiest way to start something, but that situation that they're in, because it was so similar to yours, it helps the two of you relate to each other. It helps the two of you build a bond that brings you closer. And so that might be that King of Cups that comes into your life, offering a new opportunity, a new start for love. Okay, so of course we see the King of Cups here, but that does not mean that it's necessary, it's a male. It doesn't mean that. It is basically just the representation of the energy that's going to come into you. And then you might, as you are getting to know this person, or as you're helping them deal with what they're going through, the turmoil, the understanding, you also begin to realize that, hey, they're like actually this really cool person that you would love to get to know more, or that you would love to understand and spend time with when they're not in this state. So that is the kind of realization that's coming to you. So this person is going to come across to you as like, hey, cool person, somebody I would like to get to know, somebody I'd really enjoy having, in my life. I want to spend more time with this person. They really come up with some cool things. They make me feel, they make me experience life differently. They bring a different quality to your life. And they might make you feel like, warm and fuzzy. They might make you feel excited when you're going to be meeting them or talking to them, or just, even like if they call you up and they're like, oh my gosh, I need to talk. You're like, there's a frisson there. All right. So which is something that you may not have experienced with them before, but it's coming to light for you, and you're beginning to see this. And that is what you can think about. That is when you can think about reaching out to them, Pal One. They might be the new sun in your life. They might be the one who's bringing new light, new energy, new experiences into your life. Okay, after all that you've been through in your past, okay, since you are thinking about, is there something else I can explore, this is somebody that you very well could. It could be that it's also where you go to a party, perhaps because you're very sociable, right? You could be going to a party, a gathering, and then you meet somebody and they tell you oh wow, this has just happened to me. I'm in a state of flux. Even when you reach out to them, they might be feeling a bit of fear. They might be like, I'm not in the state of mind or emotion or stability to be able to find something new or start something new with somebody else. But I think that you can hold yourself strong, continue to be there for them, because there will come a time when they are ready, when they realize that wow, Pal One inspires feelings again in me, which I thought that I never want to feel again. Yeah, so continue to be strong, be there for them. And it might take some time for them to come around to the idea, because probably because they've just had this difficult time in their life, so you took some time healing, but they might need some time healing as well before they can reach out and connect with you in the middle of the road, versus you being the one to be reaching out to them only. Okay, how can part one recognize this person, whether from physical attributes? I don't like to take cards when they come out before I finish my question. How can we physically recognize this person or their job? How can we physically recognize this person or through their job? Oops, okay, so this one came out. How can we physically recognize this person? Ooh, okay. So I have these three cards for you. How can we physically recognize this person? So it looks like, we've got perhaps quite a light-skinned person, somebody who has good posture, somebody who recognizes in themselves the need to stand tall, the need to project properly, the impression that they want to, the image that they want to put out there. Okay, they could be redheaded. They could be redheaded. They might enjoy the outdoors. They might also be somebody who is quite firm in their ways. They might be quite opinionated. They could be quite stubborn as well, pile one. Yeah. So that is why you've got this card now, the Three of Wands. Take the time to plan, take the time to see the reaching out through, so that they do have time to come back and meet you halfway. So they might also be somebody who stands up for a lot of boundaries, somebody who helps keep people strong. Maybe they work in law where they represent people who've been wronged, or they try to defend people. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands here. Physical attributes, also the King of Wheels, again, like this kind of colored hair, whether it's a redhead or quite a copper blondie kind of person. Quite firm in their ways. That's why I got that impression as well, right? Could be very opinionated, very firm. Could be somebody stubborn as well. So they kind of they're probably older, because they realize that they've come to a space in their life, a stage in their life, where they're like, I know I've gone through many different experiences, I've learned, and I know what I want, what is right for me, what is not. Okay, they could also be somebody who's already quite successful in life. King of Wheels, King of Pentacles, right? It's quite successful. They might dress well and live a pretty good life, which would go well with you, because you enjoy the good life. And we also have the Six of Wands. You see, success, somebody successful, somebody who's used to success, and might also be very used to getting their way. Which then tells me that's why when this Three of Swords moment happened for them, it really threw them for a loop, because this is not something that they usually encounter in their life. Okay, so let's now look at, that's how you can physically recognize your man or slash woman slash what you're interested in. The other oracle card that we want to get is look to the stars. Wow, so believe, pile one. If you really want to do this, then trust the universe will bring this person to you. Trust. You've got somebody who's got the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Trust that this is in store for you. This love is in store for you, and it's on its way to you when you decide to put your hand out there and connect with somebody else. Look to the stars. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, blue is the color of the throat chakra. You might be somebody who speaks very well. Your person might be somebody who speaks very well, or you guys really enjoy great conversation with each other. Okay, so now the little special thing I wanted to see, can we please get a letter that corresponds with the name of Pile One's person? Can we get a letter that corresponds with the name of Pile One's person? Ooh, we've got S. S here. S. I'm going to put this right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to put it right here. Maybe I'll put it on your King of Cups here. So S, look out for somebody with an S in their name. Could be their initial, could be just like the sound. It's like Sam, or you know, Stuart, Susan, Samantha, Xiaomi, you know. So I hope that that has been quite illuminating for you, Pile One. Good luck. Get out there and get your person. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you've liked the reading, do give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to the Three Lotus Tarot. And until I see you in the next one, bye. Hi guys, Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple crystal cluster, and I'm going to put it right here on the side for you together with your oracle card. Okay, we're going to go dive straight in and use the tarot of the golden wheel to, okay, one card's flipped over, but I don't take cards where I have not actually voiced out my question yet. So let's get to spirit guides of Pile 2. Can we know about the love that is coming into Pile 2's life? Can we know more about the love that's coming into Pile 2's life? Wow, okay. So you've got the Justice card, guys. The Justice card. Ooh, so this is somebody who's meant to be in your life, and you're going to see it through. You're going to see it strong. It's going to hit you like a starburst. Wow, right? Okay, so and then it's a major arcana, Justice, and that's going to tell you that this person who's coming into your life now is going to be a major impact. Somebody who brings substantial relationships, substantial experience into your life. You could be learning great lessons with this person, whether lessons about love, lessons about consideration and caring for somebody else, lessons about compassion. I don't know. These are the ones that have just popped into my head, right? So, but it's going to really come to you and hit you like a bolt out of the blue. It might be somebody that you never thought of as somebody that you could be interested in, or vice versa. It could be somebody really new that you just like kind of bump into one day, or like weird situations happening in your life, or events that happen in your life that somehow bring you into the vicinity or the circle or radius of this person. Okay, you remember the movie Sliding Doors from many, many, many years ago with Gwyneth Paltrow? Yeah, so it's like, like a moment's difference in events in your life can change your life. So that is what I feel is going to be happening with you, Pal, too. Very, very strongly. That message just comes right out to me, pile two. Oh, we have the devil. Wow. Okay, you're going to be so enamored with this person. This person might also be very, very into you, but I feel a lot of energy from your side where you're really all in. You're really all in, pile two, with this person. Let's see. Another um major arcana, so you know that it's really going to hold you in the grip of its hands, right? This love, this lust, this need to want to be with this person, this desire. I see here a lot of hands grasping, like you can't keep your hands off this person. You never want to let them out of your sight. You want to be with them forever, no matter what it takes, no matter what happens. Your main objective is to be with this person, is to build a life with this person, is to have them no matter what, in whatever form. Okay, so this could be a little bit dangerous for you. I use that word kind of loosely, just because at this moment now I can't think of another word. But yeah, I want you to know how to temper yourself, pal. Too, if you know that this is the potential that's there, you might want to rein yourself back a little bit. You might want to temper yourself a little bit. Don't fall headlong, completely so in love that you forget everything else, that you allow everything else. Remember, you are still sovereign and a king or queen in your own right. While we understand, while we know, some those of us who have been in love before, that overwhelming feeling of intensity and desire, it's hard to pull yourself back. It's hard to, I understand that. But now that you're here, pal, too, I want that message that your spirit guides are giving to you to come across to you. Just bear in mind, you might want to give yourself little pointers, little reminder notes for yourself to just measure yourself so that you don't fall too head over heels, too headlong into this love story, because it's going to be a giant, like, swallow you up and hold you in its bare arms, and you're never going to come out of it. So this, from the very start, this experience, this love experience for you, from the very start, it is a huge thing, very, very impactful. Okay, you can see that starburst of light here. You see the fire and the flames here. So the moment when you see this person, when you lay your eyes on this person, it's going to be like a truth, a realization, eureka happened with you, and you're going to be unable to let them go. Let's see what's the third card. Four of Swords. You see what I said? Chill. I'm not saying that you don't take this person into your life. I'm not saying that, and that's not what your spirit guides are telling you to. But they're advising you to go slow. They're advising you to take it one step at a time. Be calm. Be still sometimes. Have some self-reflection sometimes. Have a pause sometimes, because this love, this intensity could swallow you whole. And you have to decide for yourself as you're going through it, pal, to whether this all-consuming love is something that is healthy for you in the way that it is, or you might need to make some tweaks to it. Okay, it doesn't mean that when you tweak the experience of the love, or that you decide there are certain boundaries that you might have, you decide that there's certain respectful parameters that you want to put around the relationship, it doesn't mean that you distrust the relationship. It doesn't mean that you don't want that relationship or that love or that person. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you know what is important for you as well. You know that in and of yourself, you are also a valuable human being. Okay, and sometimes when parties come and are so fiery together, they can burn out. Okay, so your spirit guides are advising you to, okay, this person like hit you with such strength and emotional intensity, and you can't wait to get your hands on them. You cannot leave them alone. They might not also be able to leave you alone, but you guys chill, especially you, pal, too. Just um take a pause sometimes, reflect on the relationship sometimes, on the other person as well as yourself. Look at what is happening in the relationship and choose a healthy equilibrium. Okay, wow, what else can we know about this love? It sounds so intense. And what else can we know about this love for Pal 2? I know this is what you want, Pal 2. This is what you want, and you're going to give yourself over to it so much, so badly. I can feel it. You're just like, oh, I can't wait to hear his voice. And when the phone calls, you're like helter-skelter running to it. You just cannot stop yourself. Okay? I know that feeling. But I also see the Four of Swords here for you. What else do we have? We've got the Page of Wands, and we have, the Two of Swords. Yeah, make the decision. You are seriously asked to understand and hold yourself in your sovereignty still. But definitely, while you are in this beautiful, because to you it's amazing, right? It's really, really amazing. It's all consuming. But while you are in that experience of love and lust and desire, you are asked to still, sometimes take a look outside of what is around you. Take a look outside just to see what is in the real world, so that you don't just live in that little bubble that is the relationship for you. And because why I think that your guides want to warn you is because of the fact that the Devil card is here, because there is that those hints of dependency, those hints of addiction, those hints of clinginess or neediness, and you not standing potentially strong in your own right. Okay, so you are advised to sometimes take a peek out, stand up and take a peek outside of the bubble that you're in, and see what is around you, what is really happening. Open up your eyes to reality outside of that beautiful, beautiful world that you might have built for yourselves. Yeah. And know that, okay, there are some truths out there. There are some truths out there that I might need to take cognizance of, that I might have to acknowledge. It could be hard truths a bit. You might realize that, wow, I'm sinking into this person, and that might not be the best, healthiest situation for you. So then you might decide, okay, I've got to pull back a little bit. It might be a situation like that I want to talk about. But the Two of Swords tells you that you have to see, open up your eyes, see some truths, and then potentially make decisions. These could be tweaks. These could be tweaks that help you get back on track with who you truly are. Okay. Ooh, let's take a look at how can Pile 2 physically recognize this love. How can they physically recognize this love? What are the characteristics? What are the characteristics of this person? What are the characteristics of this person? Okay, this one wants to come out too. Let's take a look. You have got Pile 2, the Four of Wheels. Your love interest could be somebody who's quite successful or already has made some money in their life. However, they could also be somebody who, whilst having made that money, they might like to keep a lot of that to themselves. Okay, look at the face of this person here. They could be quite severe, and they're very strong in knowing, like, okay, this is mine, this is yours. I've got to keep what's mine safe. Stuff like that. Ooh, okay. So perhaps that is why we have the Devil here. Like, don't be in a situation where if that person's keeping all their pentacles to themselves, keeping their life, characteristics of their life, their money to themselves, you cannot be the only one who's giving all the time. Okay. What else do we have? Queen of Cups. Ooh, they're going to know how to get to you. They're really going to know how to get to you, how to resonate with you, how to get you to feel for them. They could be animal lovers as well. They enjoy being with animals, having animals. They could have their own pets as well. Could be a bird. It's because we see a swan here, right? They could have, like, a parakeet or an eagle somewhere, right? Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. What else? But I think that they really know how to wine and dine you and make you feel like you're the queen. See, and this came in conjunction with the Devil. They're going to know how to give you exactly what you need, make you feel like the princess or the prince that you are. That's why you cannot get enough of them. You think that, they really are, this is it. Nobody else could make me feel this way. What else? We've got the Three of Wands. Okay. Somebody who is action oriented and very outcome focused. Very outcome focused. Perhaps that's also how that they've made their wealth or their career is, they look for results. They look for results. Very outcome oriented. Somebody who is not so interested in how something was done, but like, is it done? So what is the outcome now? What is the consequence of that doneness? And you've got the Knight of Wheels again. So I think they're still out there, and they're still trying to build and build upon, make even more their career, their life. They go all out. Oh yes, they go all out to to grab the reins of life. King of Knight of Wheels, Knight of Pentacles is usually the slowest moving knight in the deck. His horse is even standing still, but here you can see, like, he's got like that big giant pentacle in both his hands. He's there, he's racing his horse along. His horse is like, galloping across, golden wheat. And he's just, yeah, I know, I've got my life in my hands. I've got, I love this, I love that, I enjoy this and I enjoy that. And because he feels that same way about life, because he feels that intensity for a lot of aspects of his life, that's how he's able to also really know how to push your buttons in the right way, really also make you feel, because you're one of those aspects of his life that and vice versa. Okay, I'm no gender here, it's just easier for me to say he because there's a knight there. So he's holding you. You are one of the aspects of his life, and so the way that he embraces you with so much indulgence, so much attention, is the same way that he embraces and pays attention to other aspects in his life that are important to him. Yeah. And for you, that just really sweeps you off your feet. Yeah. So we know this is how you can recognize your love, pal, too. Somebody probably quite successful already, but still working on his life, still adding on to his life, still adding on to his financial stability. He really knows how to make you feel like a queen, and he's very action oriented, very outcome oriented. He's out there always grabbing everything that he can, because he has so much zest for life as well. Alrighty, so this pile 2 is your person. Now I'm going to look at your Sacred Self-Care Oracle card, and let's see what you have. Health checkup. So this tells me, again, reiterates for me to remind you, pile 2, that when you meet this person, you're going to fall so deeply, so quickly, but please take some time to measure yourself, to just keep yourself healthy from an emotional, a mental perspective as well. Okay, so not necessarily so much physical, although if you're feeling anything physical, this health checkup card might be advising you to go for a health checkup. But it's a lot of it about taking the time to still breathe. Take the time to breathe, pop your head out from the bubble that you're in, just chill a little bit, because this love, this relationship, this adventure is really going to suck you in and wring you dry, and just like, because, and when I say wring you dry, I mean like really, like just like really give you every sensation that you ever thought about, that you ever desired, that you ever knew, that you can ever fantasize about. I know, but at the same time, that's why it can get very unhealthy very quickly. So you are asked to take good care of yourself as well. So now I'm going to get a little letter. What is the letter, please? Pile 2 Spirit Guides, can we get a letter that corresponds to the name of Pile 2's love? Okay, let's look at this now. We've got a D. A D. And okay, let me tell you something crazy. Okay, when I talked about your person being somebody action-oriented, looking for results, I had this image of somebody reading a medical report. or like a pathology report, a test report, a lab report, and I was thinking, should I say that out loud? But it just came to me. I didn't, but then look at it. You've got this card which gave me the energies of somebody looking for results, looking for what is at the end of perhaps a test that was done for you. We've got a doctor here, and then we've got a D. So I don't know, some of you might be falling in love with a doctor or somebody in the medical profession. So I'm going to put this right here for you, and that's really interesting. But if it's not a doctor, then your person might have the letter D in his or her name or their name. Okay, so I will close your reading now for you. Thank you so much for being here, part 2. If you've liked the reading, please give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to the 3 Lotus Tarot. And until I see you in the next one, guys, bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the green crystal cluster, and I'm going to put this right here at the side with your sacred self-care oracle, which we will open at the end of the reading. So very excited now to get into your reading. I'd like to tap into your spirit guides. Spirit guides of pile 3. Spirit guides of pile 3. Spirit guides of pile 3. Tell us about pile 3's love. Tell us about pile 3's love. Tell us about the love that's coming into pile 3's life. Okay, so your cards like popped out so quickly. Let's look at the cards that came out. We've got the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. So, I know that the 6 of Swords doesn't represent the past, but I immediately got a message that this might be somebody who is from your past. Okay, somebody that you knew before. I don't know if it's somebody that you've had an adventure with before, an experience with before, but we might see more information about that later. But somebody from your past, okay, but also the 6 of Swords. Perhaps you left this person before, or you guys moved away from each other before. Take note, it could also be that, perhaps you lived near to each other, perhaps your neighbors or in that same housing area, but then one of you moved away. Could be somebody in that kind of scenario as well. Right? We've got the Queen of Cups. Okay. Somebody that you were maybe quite close to. Somebody who had a nice, close relationship with you. Somebody was important to you that you felt something for. Whether it was friendship or empathy or just closeness. This was somebody from your past who might have had that kind of experience with you before. Okay, 7 of Cups. Okay, so I just got this. This person or you might have then gone on, left where you were, gone on to seek your fortune in the world, gone on to explore the world, because the world is my oyster. Yeah, so I have that. So for some of you, it might be that kind of situation, life that has played out for the two of you, even though, you might be childhood friends, you might be high school sweethearts, or just very, very close. You might have had the opportunity to have had a relationship, but then, somebody had to move, somebody went away, and so then it didn't happen. But after looking at the world, after going around having relationships with other people, and you might be coming back to this person, or this person might be coming back to you. Oh my God, that's so cool. The sun. Yeah, happy. Happiness. Nine of Swords as well. Ah, why is the Nine of Swords here? Are you just, I mean, if it's somebody who like you've left before or who's left you before and they've come back, is that why you might have the Nine of Swords? Because you're like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I should trust this person anymore. But let's look at this. The energy at the bottom of the card of the deck is the King of Swords. Energy at the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. Somebody, perhaps that's why this person who's left in your past, somebody from your past, it might have been quite hurtful. It might have been quite matter of fact or hard, harsh, the way that this person, whether it's you or this other person, left left each other. Okay, it might be you, it might be the other person. Quite like what you feel like it was quite a hard-hearted manner. That's why we have got the King of Swords, and that might be why the Nine of Swords is here, because now you're a bit worried. Can we clarify the Nine of Swords, please? Can we clarify the Nine of Swords, please? Okay, so this flipped over, and of course these two cards came out. Why is the Nine of Swords here? For pile 3, the High Priestess. Ooh, your gut instinct is telling you that this might not be a healthy or good relationship for you to pursue. There might also be another side to the story which you might be unaware of, which you're going to find out, and that may be a cause or a consequence. The Nine of Swords, what others? Ace of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Ace of Cups and the Two of Wands. So, you know, you're feeling this love, you're feeling this interest, but you don't know if you should trust it. That's why you have that anxiety and overthinking and being fearful whether I should pursue this relationship and love with this person who's come back into my life. But they made you happy and they have the potential to make you happy again. That's why we see the sun here. You know, you are happy now that they're in your life. You are happy now and you can see yourself having a happy future with this person as well. But somehow the Nine of Swords is making you feel like, I don't trust this, I don't trust that person, or I don't trust myself fully for some reason or other. But the love is there. You've started it already. You know, I don't mean you started it now, but like when you're feeling this Nine of Swords is after you have developed feelings for this person, and that makes you afraid because something tells you some fear in you, whether because of what's happened in the past for you or for the other person. It's making you feel like, oh, shucks, I don't know. I really don't know. But you yourself hold the key, pile 3. You hold the key and you hold the knowledge and the wisdom. So you need to trust yourself on whether or not you want to pursue this love relationship with this person who's come back into your life. Whatever else that might have happened in the past, now you need to look into the now, who they are now, who you are now, and what you feel, what you want for the future. So you yourself have the free will to decide. You hold the key and you have the wisdom. Oh, you know, I love these kinds of readings because they really push through the message that, you know, you really can make your own decisions if you trust your gut, if you trust the universe. And what else can we know? about this love? Oh, okay, that's a lot of cards. What else can we know about the love for pile 3? Ooh, Queen of Wands. You see, you have to trust yourself because you know what you want, you know what you deserve, and you know what you can get. And the cat here also tells me, because it's the witch's familiar, right? The cat. So yes, you must trust your instinct. You glow very brightly. Your aura is amazing, pile 3. So you must have faith in yourself and have faith in what you think, what you believe, what you can see in front of your eyes, or even what you feel in your gut. Okay, trust yourself. So this relationship, this potential love relationship, really is going to go ahead or not based on you. It's all in your hands, pile 3. It's all up to you. What else can we know, please? What else can we know about pile 3's love? What else can we know about pile 3's love? Let me get this card that's fallen on the floor. Okay, so we see the same message here for you again. You've got the Empress, and look at how similar the colors of the Empress and the Queen of Wands is. Okay, your guides are just telling you, just trust yourself. They're not going to hint to you anything else, but yeah, there is happiness, but you have to make the final decision. You have to make the final decision. You have to plan what you want to do, what you want for your life, strategize, think about it, really understand yourself and understand your objectives in life, understand your priorities in life, and how they mesh with the other persons, whether they do align or they don't. And then you've got to make that decision. So really, really, your guides are telling you it all comes down to you. It all comes down to you. And any advice, please, for pile 3 as they go into this? Any advice, please, for pile 3? So because your spirit guides keep asking you to pay attention to your own thoughts and your own gut instinct, your feelings, let's see what advice do they have besides that. Temperance, okay, be balanced. Be balanced and take a balanced view of what is happening and how you and this person could build a life together, because this person is definitely coming into your life. They're coming back into your life. They're going to appear and you're going to be having to make this decision. But make this decision with balance, with a keen observation of what is around you and how you really might be able to put two elements together to make one outcome. Okay, so this is the advice for you. What else? The Tower. Okay. And the Queen of Wheels. So don't be afraid of big changes. Okay, do not be afraid of big changes. If your gut is telling you to up and move, because we have the Six of Swords too, right? You might have to relocate. You might have to change your country that you're living in. You might have to change your job. You might have to leave family behind, leave friends behind. But don't be afraid of change. If that you truly believe that this is the man for you, or the woman for you, or the person for you, and you know that you can make everything work so well and craft the life that you want, do not be afraid of big changes. Do not be afraid of transforming yourself, because the end result will be better. We have the Queen of Wheels here also, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you could be weaving a beautiful, luxurious, rich new life for yourself. Okay, so I think that perhaps, your spirit guides want you to make this decision on your own, because this is something that you need to take accountability for. You need to know that you put all the pieces together and you made a decision. And perhaps that's what would help the relationship in the future as well. Perhaps by knowing that you chose to do this, you took on the transformation, the change. You thought well and hard about what would have to happen, how we would mesh our lives together, how we would live together, how we would need to work with each other to make this relationship a success. Perhaps that's what keeps you stronger. That's what keeps the both of you, as a couple, stronger in the future. Amazing. Okay, but biggest message here is that your guides are telling you to focus on making that decision yourself by putting all the elements of decision making together, and not being afraid to take a risk to build a beautiful life, weave a beautiful life for yourself. Okay, can we know some physical attributes of Pile 3's love? Can we know some physical attributes, please? How can we recognize Pile 3's love? Okay, all these cards have come out now. Let's take it. Wow, okay, so the Three of Wands has come out again. How can we recognize this person? Okay, we've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Devil, and the Seven of Wands. How can we recognize this person? How can Pile 3 recognize this person? Quite a debonair person. Quite a suave, charismatic, slick person. They're going to have their way with words. They're going to be able to weave. Well, I keep using the word weave now. It's not a common word for me to use. But yeah, they're going to be able to weave like the way they communicate, the way they talk to you, the way they speak and tell you stories or tell you things, they're going to draw you in somehow. Very charismatic, very charming person. Quite a smile on his face or her face all the time. Very self-possessed. Okay, very self-possessed. Knows how to maneuver, knows how to address the situation or the people the way that they need to be addressed. Okay, very observant, probably a very observant person of his or her surroundings, and they know how to make things work for themselves, how to bring things to their advantage. Okay, very smart, almost very James Bondy, that aura that comes off of them. Okay, they're confident. They know that they are probably good looking. They know that people are drawn to them. They know that they're quite magnetic, charismatic. They know that they can make people listen to them. They can make people want to support them. Ooh, yeah. So if you come across somebody like that, Pile 3, you know that this is the one. Now I'm going to get this, which I want to know an initial, please. An initial of that is in the name of Pile 3's love. An initial that is in the name of Pile 3's love. Oh, one fell out. What is this? A J. A J. So this could be the first initial or a letter in the name of your person. J. I'm going to put it right here so that you can see it. And I am going to look at your oracle card now and see what you are advised. Oh, energy work. But you know what I see here? The message that comes out to me is that you are going to have quite an active, physical, intimate relationship. Okay, it's gonna make you feel like you've never felt before. It's gonna make you feel like you have transcended. It's going to make you feel like there is wow, like a different consciousness, like stars bursting, fireworks, and all that. It's gonna make you feel so alive, so vibrant, so in touch with your inner self. That's what I actually feel for you guys in this relationship. So and it goes quite strongly, I guess, with what we have seen from the physical and attributes and characteristics of your person, right? How they are, and that's also quite aligned with your guides telling you to really feel it in your gut, really take on the truth that you feel in your gut, that you have in your head, in your mind, when you put everything together. Oh, but that's great for you, pile 3, and I hope that you truly enjoy this relationship. Remember, they could have a J as the first letter of their name, or a letter in their name itself, J. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you with that, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Comment, share, subscribe to the 3 Lotus Tarot if you like more readings like this one. So thank you for being here. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the reading, and until I see you in the next one, guys, bye.